had a shoulder rotator cuff surgery about 6 weeks ago. And I have hardly done anything other than hang out around my apartment and rehab and experience pain. That's pretty much all I've done. Rotator cuff surgery, let me tell you, it can really suck. For some people, rotator cuff surgery is very smooth. I actually had the right rotator cuff in 2018 that I got worked on. It went totally smooth. It's like a genetic thing with me. This one, though, there was a bicep tendon involved. With this one, let me tell you, it has been horrible. The first part of it was easy. I got the surgery, and then there was some pain after the surgery. And once the PT started, it's just been a non-stop pain parade. It isn't the pain from the shoulder so much as like everywhere else. Your thumb will hurt, the back of your forearm will hurt, inside of your forearm will hurt, this will hurt.
Bicep is always hurting. The shoulder, back of the shoulder, the neck, the sling also really worked on my neck. 5 weeks of wearing that sling also has my scapula. If you were to look in the back on this side, the normal one is like this, and the other one's like all, jacked up and out of the, in a totally different position. Then comes the nighttime, and it is so painful that I have trouble sleeping. And in addition, I can't continue to take Motrin because it's starting to mess with my stomach.
I'm going to share with you just a few things that have worked for me. One thing that works really well is when you wake up, you do your PT, your longest PT session in the morning, and then you do lighter and lighter sessions later on in the day. The reason for this, you don't want to work it really hard, get it really angry, and then go to bed. Or you're not gonna sleep, right? Second thing that really works well is what I call spot icing. So what I'm doing right now is what I'd call a general icing. Get hooked up to this contraption, we put an ice pad and we wrap it and we sit for a while. But what is really helpful, if it is very painful, is to do what I call spot icing. Just go to the refrigerator when it hurts, and then you just play whack-a-mole with the pain. So if it hurts here, you ice that for 30 seconds, and then it hurts here, and just keep on going. If it's just hurting all the time, ice is your best friend. Just moving the ice pack around is a way to kind of get you through. I don't particularly like taking things to help me sleep, but in the case of trying to sleep with a rotator cuff repair, it has been a lifesaver. Of course, sleeping pills and stuff also irritate the stomach. So I got a nerve block, which I highly recommend. It's a little painful getting it. It was really something when they first poke in there and hit the nerve. Then once you have the nerve block going and then you have a nerve block drip afterward, it actually killed the pain for like 5 days. Unlike my first surgery where I was totally dealing with extremely intense pain, this made the shoulder pretty numb and comfortable for about 5 days. When you get the surgery, and then also whenever you see your surgeon or your physical therapist, have them go over your sling to make sure that it's not too tight and it's not too loose and it's not too this or that. The thing that gets really, really confusing is the fact that the pain moves around and it's very intermittent. It will go away and then it'll come back. It'll be in the thumb, and then it'll be here, and then you'll get rid of that, and it'll be here. And then the shoulder, it will be hurting right in the shoulder, and you're thinking for sure, oh, I might have damaged the thing, and then it's gone, and then it's in your neck. And your neck is killing you, and you're like, oh man, I need to go see a chiropractor, and then it's gone, and then it's in the thumb. I'm hoping it's going to get better. And I am kind of going stir crazy. With every surgical recovery I've ever had, it kind of goes in a straight line. You know, once PT started, it's been all over the place. Like today, it's been a little bit better. Yesterday was absolutely horrible. And the day before, I thought I was in the clear. I thought I had finally cracked the code yesterday. Okay, ow. That's all I gotta say is ow. Like right here and down the bone there. And now it's not intense like it was after the surgery, but it's the strongest that I've felt it since. And so that's why it's kind of like boom, boom, and then it's like boom, ding, ding. I'm worried, like, is that normal? Yeah, it was all lit up. I was just like on fire last week, and I didn't know which way was up. I can't mentally handle the idea that I would have to do this again. I'm ranting. I doubt this is ever going to make it into one of the videos, but if it is, and if you have rotator cuff surgery and you've had your bicep worked on and you know what I'm going through, hopefully maybe this at least gives you some solace that you can bond. You and I are brothers, or brother and sister, because you have experienced this. My apartment is an absolute wreck right now. My neck is a wreck right now, but my apartment is a wreck right now, and it's because it hurts to do a lot of fine work with both hands, like sorting things and sorting papers. There's just stuff everywhere, and you can see my desk. I can't even move my arm that much, but I'll move my other arm, my desk and everything. There is just stuff all over the place right now. It's really difficult right now. I look forward to whenever this gets fixed. The problem is I just don't know. I have no idea when that's going to be. There's no trend here. I'm not getting any information from my health team indicating, I'm just sort of assuming that, it's just going to be another few weeks. It's just going to be another few weeks. But I really don't know. It's been a very difficult recovery, lots of pain, but I think I'm starting to break through. I had an appointment with my physical therapist. I also had my second or third post-op with my surgeon. I knew that I would probably go to the doctor's appointment like you always do, forget to say what you wanted to say, or maybe hold back from saying what you want to say. I made sure to take notes throughout the week, and I wrote it all out. And so when I went into that office, I read this thing for like 5 or 7 minutes. He was probably kind of blown away, telling him what it was like. Bottom line is it was worthwhile because I got through to him and got some answers. Number one, found out that it didn't seem like they knew what all the pains were. It didn't sound like it was nerve damage or anything. He prescribed a painkiller called meloxicam. My stomach got destroyed many years ago when I had carpal tunnel when I was working at LucasArts, and I've never been able to take a lot of ibuprofen for any length of time ever since then. For a while I wasn't able to drink any coffee or have anything spicy or anything. I was a little bit leery about this meloxicam. They say it's really gentle on your stomach. I still had a sneaking suspicion that it was probably going to screw up my stomach. I took the time that I was started on the meloxicam and really made a point to do a lot of PT during that time. And I was right. Sure enough, my stomach started getting unsettled after just 2 or 3 days on the meloxicam. But I have it when I need it, but I'm going to take it very judiciously. So I'm crossing my fingers that this is the trend. But I'm at a point where I can now put my hand on the top of a short door and give myself a little stretch. And that is another big thing. If you can get to the point of putting your hand on top of a short door and giving yourself a stretch, that is a big breakthrough, because that is something that you can do like 20 times a day. Anyway, I'm pumped. I'm glad that I'm finally getting some progress, because I could write off the whole last 2 months. I would not say that any day that I've had in the last couple months that I could rate higher than a 5 on a scale from 1 to 10. It feels really great. So I'm here creating a sky mural today. Now my shoulder's still kind of messed up, to tell you the truth. I don't really love ceiling murals because it hurts my neck. So I'm probably, I don't know how many more of these I'm going to do, but this should be pretty cool. Here painting clouds on the ceiling. This is my first mural back, and I gotta say, it's a little tough because the arm's still sore, and then my neck also is really sore. So painting on ceilings, definitely no bueno. I'm just in a teeny little room. It's like an office space, and this guy wanted some clouds on the ceiling to kind of add a lot of depth to the ceiling in an upward direction. And you know, it's a great idea. Makes the place look so much bigger. Just gonna finish this up here today. In general, I am trying to make it so that the brightest window is over here. So I'm trying to make sure that the light on the clouds is kind of the brightest bright is sort of facing that window. I think that'll be kind of be a nice effect. All right, so you can watch me paint.